Have you ever wondered why some people seem to excel in a lot of things that they do? So, in my role as a career coach and mentor, and also building businesses here in Australia as an immigrant who have lots of restrictions that I cannot even cover all in this video, I've studied a lot of successful people, and I'm not talking about cosmetic success. These are people who are building businesses, building good family lifestyle, have good health, that I just aspire to be. And I've seen a lot of commonalities in terms of how they live their life, how they spend their time, the things that they prioritize in their life. And in this video, I want to make it very clear that success does not happen by law. It is really centered around these three things that I'm going to be talking about. And the third one will really blow your mind. So stay tuned to the end of this video as I would be talking about some things that I think would definitely help you improve your life or save you a few thousands here and there. So stay with me. The first one I'm going to talk about is the ability to do hard things. I studied a lot of people like Alex Amosi, Ali Abdul. I'm not even talking about Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, and all these amazing people who have done incredible things that shaped the way we live our life. I'm talking about everyday people that I coach and train. So, for example, at Same Skills, I'm a career coach, and I help people navigate their career to explore opportunities in tech. And when you look at every 100 people from that data set, you can see people who are very resilient. I don't actually spend time to motivate them or to tell them what is possible or not. They just have a do or die approach to whatever they're doing. They're ready to put in the work no matter what challenge comes their way. And trust me, we're humans. A lot of things will happen that will threaten to veil you off anything you're trying to achieve. But I've seen that this set of people, they actually say, whatever the case is, I'm going to put in the work and overcome any situation. I've seen people who have lost their ones. I've seen people who have had miscarriages. I've seen people who were sick, but still, they were still resilient to actually say, these things are happening. They are very temporary in my life. I know that my tomorrow would not be impacted by what's happening today negatively. So they put in the work and focus on what they want to achieve. And to me, that is resilient. So transition to tech, for example, to a new career where maybe you're starting from skill level zero is a very daunting thing, and we must admit that. Even though we have the best framework possible to help people actually scale that order, it is still very challenging, and that must be said. But the people that I've seen actually go on to be a resounding success are people who show that resilience that no matter what, I'm not going to take a break. I'm not, yeah, it's okay to take a break, recalibrate, navigate those obstacles, but I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to go back. Those are the people that I consider are people who like to do the hard things. There are other people for different reasons, personality, way of life, their environment. You need to actually motivate them a bit more, but well, we're not all equal. I should also add that doing the hard thing is what really matters. There's a lot of benefit, there's a lot to gain when you commit to doing the hard thing. ROI on that is incredibly high. That is why we must always commit to say, whenever I wake up in the morning and I don't feel anxious about my dreams, my goals, then I know that I'm not doing something big enough. The second thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that the best form of investment is actually investment on ourselves to be able to develop ourselves to be high value. And that cannot happen if you don't have the culture of continuous learning and continuous development. So I see a lot of people who are, again, tying back to the first point, worried about learning new things. They are scared. They even use that word in a lot of, situations. And I say that if you want to be paid X% higher, then you need to have a skill level that matches that. If you want to be an high valued individual, you need to increase your value, you need to increase your skill. And the only way to do that is if you continue to develop yourself, continue to learn. Learning must not stop. And those successful people that you can check, just investigate. They are always committed to learning. They pay for course, mentorship, coaching, consulting. I mean, sometimes you'll be like, wow, this is insane. Like the other day, I heard somebody trying to learn a lot about marketing and building a personal brand. I had somebody that's an expert in that field for $120,000. I know. Like I was even like, wow, that is a lot. But this person actually saw that, yeah, I'm going to get the best person to help me with it and I'm going to pay for that value. That is what we're talking about. Some people see a course online and they're like, wow, this is expensive. I'm not going to invest. you need to understand that if you find a good course, a good program, whatever, the price would always be worth it in terms of what you learn. And even if you, there's always learning, even if you feel that it doesn't work, truly, if a course has worked for somebody, then it can definitely work for you. So it's never a waste of money. You must continuously be determined to learn. I learn a lot of things. I pay for a lot of coaching. I pay for a lot of courses. That is how I'm able to build my experience, gain more perspective, and that increases my value as well. The next one I know would surprise you, and it's about habit. So I read Atomic Habit by James Clear, and that book transformed my life, right? It kind of like gave me a systematic way to think about my habit on a daily basis, like the things that I want to do to improve my life. For example, exercising, right? Over the years, I've kind of like procrastinated. Oh, I'm going to, go work out weekly, but I always have a stop-start relationship with that process. But last year, I'd not even read Atomic Habit, but something happened that made me commit to that process and gradually build those habits. So reading the book Atomic Habit, it was so powerful that it helped me retrospect, like, oh, these are the things, these are my habits, to take stock of it and think about the positive habit, the negative habit, the habit that are somewhere in between, and the habit I need to build to achieve my goal. Like there's a famous quote there that you don't rise to the levels of your goal, you fall to the levels of your system. So habit allows us to do things automatically without thinking. So think about how you wake up in the morning and the first thing you want to do is pick up your phone, check some messages on Instagram, Facebook, and the like, and then how you go and maybe do some personal care, like brush your teeth, things like that are maybe your habit, right? They are automatic. This is almost instinctive. You don't need to think about it so much. So if you have positive habit that you can do automatically, can you imagine how incredibly different your life will be? So you want to work out more, build small habit around, maybe I do just 2 minutes press up when I get out of the bed every morning. You may start from there, and before you know it, because you always do 2 minute, you know, push up, you may then start to increase the frequency and increase it to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and that's how you start to build habit to get that consistency. So whatever you want to do in life, I think you must have good habit. You want to transition to tech, you need good habit. You need habit for how am I going to study for this? What course am I going to take if I'm taking a course? What kind of support do I have? What kind of things do business analysts do? I need to start building habits to be able to do those things so that I can be successful, as a business analyst or a project manager or whatever your goal is. If you're looking to lose weight, you need to look at people who are at that weight level that you want to get to. What do they do? What do they eat? What type of exercise? What kind of lifestyle do they? So think about anything you want to achieve. You need to look at the people that are already doing it and say, what are their habits? It is so powerful. So there you have these three skills, I believe, would help you transform your life. So whether you're thinking about, you need to think about it. Is it hard enough? Am I willing to commit to it? I don't want the reason why I don't achieve something to be lack of effort. So committing to doing hard things will significantly change your life. Continuous learning and forming good habit around that would be a game changer for you if you want to achieve fulfillment and success in your life. You don't really need to take my word for it. You just need to try it and have a go. If you've gotten any value from this video, please smash the like button, subscribe, share with your friends. It means a lot to me and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.